What's up guys, it's John. Now, here's another review of the EOS M6 Mark II. The size of the camera is screaming to me, John, bring me to Vietnam. Is this a good travel camera? Let's find out. So just 2 months ago, I was in Vietnam and I took the EOS M6 Mark II for a spin. Now together with the 15 to 55mm kit lens and also the 55 to 200mm telefocal lens. And I've recorded all the footages using the Osmo Pocket and with the help of this Ulanzi contraption to hold on to it on my body. I've got my Osmo Pocket hung on my chest in an attempt to do a first-person view while walking around Ho Chi Minh. Great idea, not so good on execution. I didn't get good footages, but no matter, there are some that's okay enough to cut into this episode.
I like this scene because what happened is that there's a leading light that's shining onto this street.
It was still pretty much early in the morning at the Ho Chi Minh City. I'm randomly stumbling upon places to photograph everyday life of a city, hopefully to get nice lights and interesting subject throughout the day.
So this is how we cross over here in Ho Chi Minh City. It's crazy because we just gotta walk past.
And somehow the motorbikes will zigzag, avoid us pedestrian. I'm mostly using the 15 to 45mm EF M mount lens. It is a small compact size zoom, just wide enough for action shots, and at 45, it can be the right focal length for a quick portrait shot. This is the 15 to 45mm f3.5 to 6.3 variable aperture lens. It's the kit lens. It has a lock button here to unlock the lens so that you can use it, and also to protect the lens when it's not in use, so that you can't turn and twist while in the bag. It's pretty lightweight, light body, plastic build, not as solid, but a good entry-level lens for a lot of people. This is the 55 to 200mm f4.5 to 6.3. I got this lens with me too, and I've got some photos out of it. Now, between these two lenses, cover plenty of focal length on the shoot, and these, look at that, how small they are. It even fits into one palm of my hand. Now, these are entry-level lenses to the system. Now, they are not the fastest in the world and certainly not the sharpest, definitely. When I was starting up with photography, what happened is that I was also looking at just focal length. I, for one, likes to use prime lenses nowadays with very fast apertures. These shots are photographed with the 55 to 200mm lens. This lens will work well outdoor with plenty of light. Now, this is not a very fast lens. At f6.3 at minimum, I'm not able to make the absolute subject separation. In other words, it does not have the sexy bokeh-ness of a f1.2 lens. Hence, I'm eager to try the Canon EF M 22mm f2 and the EF M 32 f1.4, as I think they will be great for travel photography.
This chicken, there's a cock over here. Can you imagine in the morning at 5 a.m. this dude will be like...
So let's talk about the EOS M6 Mark II again. Now, if you haven't watched my previous review about EOS M6 Mark II for wedding photographers, click on the info button over here. Now, a travel camera. What's nice for a travel camera? Small size, lightweight, which I think the EOS M6 Mark II fits the criteria. Look at how small the camera is. So I use my camera without straps. I always often take off the straps because I do put on the Peak Design capture plate. So this is the Peak Design capture plate version 3, which is relatively small. And once this is on, it's gonna be a slight problem for me because when I open up the bottom of the camera, it doesn't open completely. What I could do is still able to pull out the SD card easy and put it back in, but I've got a problem with taking out the battery as it is stuck unless I remove the ARCA switch plate of the Peak Design Capture. There are other solutions than the capture plate though. Maybe I could put on the small rig that goes around the camera, which is not gonna be good for traveling, isn't it? It does make the camera looks and feel a lot bigger. There's more weight to carry around with a small rig. There is a USB Type-C port at the side of the camera. It acts as the data port and also a charging port, but it requires a power delivery charger. The normal USB charger won't work. It is midday. Now if you see the reflection on the LCD, it does suggest that it was a fairly bright day. Now I don't remember I was struggling with the LCD back display as it was a bright screen. I took the grab bike heading out to District 1, a change of scenery, and at the same time hanging out at a cafe. Which eminently in the cafe I had to push the camera to utilize higher ISO to get these photographs. Now, I often say that EOS M6 Mark II is a pretty snappy camera because of these two reasons, the autofocus and also the physical dials that's available on the camera. Pretty fast, it has face detection, it just works. And to top that off, these buttons over here contributes to the snappiness of this camera. Look at how it lands on my index finger and my thumb. So it's easy to adjust shutter speed and also aperture with these dials over here.
Now, I like the fact that it doesn't have an EVF built into the camera, because then you will have a dedicated place to put that EVF, and it will increase the size of the camera. I like how small the M6 Mark II is. It goes into my traveling bag with 2 lenses and I don't even feel the weight of it.
All these are the equipment that I brought together with me for the Vietnam trip. I've got the Peak Design Capture tree, which fits over here when I'm using the camera. The EOS M6 Mark II can go into the center column. I've got the 15 to 45mm lens on the side. With Peak Design, we have all these flexi dividers which I can fold it down. I could also fit in, say, the Ulanzi contraption that I used to hold my Osmo Pocket over here. I could fit in the 55-200mm over here on the side with more room to spare to fit my Osmo Pocket on the side. If I want to put this in here, I could as well. And I could totally zip this up. And it actually weighs almost nothing. So guys, what do you think? Is the M6 Mark II a good travel package? Now, the camera is relatively small and the lenses are pretty small in terms of footprint and all. Did I mention that it has Wi-Fi as well? I can transfer the photo to my phone for Instagram. And all these fit into a bag here like that. So let me know in the comment below if you want me to review the capability of the EOS M6 Mark II for videos. Now thank you for watching this video. Until the next one, I'll see you guys.